Hi there, Leo. As noted in my introduction for planetary activity in April, 5 planets are retrograde at some point in April, not all at the same time, but this is causing discord, arguments, disagreements, and with Mercury as well going retrograde, it's causing misunderstandings. And I see most of the signs are finding unique ways of dealing with this stay under the radar time. And you're going to have a little bit of conflict and disagreement, but I believe that's coming from other people, and you're now changing and wanting to go forward with your life. Let's go into the reading. The bottom left main card for the base of your spine for sourcing and urgings is the Six of Pentacles. It's the alms card, giving to the poor, helping the sick, feeding the needy. It's giving a sense of peaceable order and charity in your life, but since you have some prosperity and you're able to give it away, it's really nice to be altruistic and magnanimous. But I think here, because of your generous nature that Leo has intrinsically, you've probably been too giving to people to the point where you're enabling them. And I'm saying this because the clarification card is the Ten of Wands. It's been a heavy load, a big responsibility. And I'm picking up that when you need help, everybody gives you the DIY thing. Do it yourself, George. They're not there to appreciate what you've done for them. Although this might be the other way around, you're doing it to other people, I'm picking up that people are doing it to you. This is kind of squishing your heart. You've done so much and extended so many things to people, and now nobody's giving back. Up in the pelvic and sacrum, for awakening and arousing, you receive the World. All of a sudden, maybe you've had enough of being so generous, so enabling to people. It's like you're completing a journey. You've learned some lessons, and it's been a long road. But you want to plant some new seeds and change your life. You want more and different challenges, and it might not be selfish, but maybe you should start thinking about yourself more. And not what other people need, but what you need. Because now you've gotten to the end of the road. You're done. The harvest is complete. You've earned. You've learned. And you're changing now. You might not think it's changing for the better, but in the end it'll be better for you. And this is reinforced by the clarification card, the Ace of Swords. It's a new beginning, but it was a hard road to get there. A lot of people didn't help you. And the sword is two-edged. You can use it to cut and undercut, or you can use it to cut through the crap and get to the heart of the matter, and I think you're doing a little bit of both. It's really time for other people to stand up on their own 2 legs, or like my old neighbor called it, the apostles' horses, meaning legs. Because God gave you 2 legs and 2 hands to do things for yourself, and no longer should you be responsible for other people's needs. Up in the solar plexus, for feeling and sensing, things are moving fast here. You got the Three of Wands. This is, Wands is fire energy, and it's Leo. And all of a sudden, there's a lot of movement going on here. You're making plans. You want to do something different, and the wheels are going around. And I think they're starting to go around a little faster than they had before, because you're taking some ideas and you're putting them into a reality. You want to do something different. Maybe you're going to change jobs or move or do something radical. Because everybody's been out there with their hand out expecting you to do something for them instead of appreciating what you've done for them. Now the clarification card is the Queen of Pentacles. She's a queen of practical matters, and I think you're starting to look at things more pragmatically than you have before. And she's a queen that's got a firm grip on reality, just like the Three of Wands man with a firm grip on that one wand. The staff is stuck in the ground, and you're sowing new things. Now the center card for the heart of the matter, you're back to the Ten of Wands. You're back to the heavy load. You're wondering why you keep having to revisit this card. But the best thing about the Ten of Wands is that the 10 means endings and new beginnings. And that's what your intent is that with the World card, there is completion there. And the two tens. Now the clarification card is the Queen of Swords. She's an independent person. She uses her intellect. She can pick up on attitudes and people. And finally, maybe you're taking your rose-colored glasses off and looking at things more clearly. Think this is no-nonsense kind of stuff. You want to spiritually free yourself and take your power back. Use your mind for other things than worrying about other people. And maybe sometimes they're petty needs. You're interested in learning more and understanding more and using your ideas and communicate them to other people. You're looking to the future. Down on the bottom right, for the throat for communicating and teachings, you receive the Ten of Cups. Here's another 10 card. It's a completion card. And you're seeing, over the rainbow of cups, a new future coming into your life. More happiness. But one thing to reap the harvest of this particular card is that you have to live a simple life. You don't want a lot of needs, and I don't think you have a lot of needs. I think a lot of people around you do. All you really want is harmony in your family and friends. Being able to go to work and get along with people. It's simple as that. And the clarification card is the Magician. He can make something out of nothing. He uses his wand to do the abracadabra, because that means what is said is what is done. And the Queen of Swords, her words and intellect speak for all, and that's your abracadabra. What is said is what is done. Now the Magician's pointing up to the third eye cards, the Judgment and the Lover's card. This is for seeing and envisioning. I'm going to discuss these two cards together. Judgment has a couple different realities to it. It can be being accountable for your actions. Accountable because you deserve maybe some kind of punishment, or if you did some good deeds, you deserve to be acknowledged for it. It's a card also about forgiving people and forgiving yourself for any of what you consider to sin. It's about unconditional love. It's about rebirth. And with the Lover's card, it's about a union of people, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. And I'm not feeling that so much. It could be for some, but I'm thinking it's more of family. And family can be very harsh to each other, and I think some harsh decisions have been made against you. And I think now you're making some, they might be harsh, but it's more of tough love. People have to start learning. Your close relations have to start learning that they do have to stand up on their own 2 feet. They have to start making some decisions and being responsible for their decisions. Up in the crown, for knowing and understanding. You see the Five of Wands. It's the conflict card. There's skirmishes going on. There still is. Perhaps you've cut people off from doing certain things, or from money, or from something, use of your car, use of your home. And they're a little mad. They've expected help. I want you to do this for me. But for some reason, I don't want to do anything for you. Now, the clarification card is the Three of Cups, and you think, well, why is everybody so happy when there's conflict going on? But it's you're the one that's happy. Look at the World card. It's the number 21. 1 plus 2 equals 3. It's a positive card. It's a cycle moving on. You have the Three of Wands. It's a moving on card. And here you're celebrating too, the Three of Cups. I'm moving on. I'm making some decisions in my life, and now I'm moving on. And the future card too is another 3. It's the Three of Pentacles. I call it the architect card, or architecture card. It's about building. You've already built a lot in your life. You've been very generous with it, and maybe too much. And now you want to change focus and start building something different. A lot of times I equate this card to a lot of people in your life, but you don't have a lot of court cards. And when you're building something, normally, if you're a project manager, you have a lot of people underneath you. You have many people helping you build, but I think a lot of times you've been on a solo flight. There has been a lot of help involved in anything you've done. That's why you've received the 2 Ten of Wands. Now the future card is the Knight of Pentacles. Normally, it's about going slow with things and accumulating things as you go along, but what I'm picking up here is that you have to be a little more slow with your money, and slow with giving it out, and slow with giving help out. Because Pentacles can also mean health, and maybe this has affected your health a little bit. And it really is time to just trot along and live your life. The Doreen Virtue card, Messages from the Angels, is Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Let's go into the reading. The center cards for the present, you receive the World and the Death card, 2 major arcana cards. The World card is saying that you're at the end of a cycle, and you're feeling like you are so done with this. You've really had enough, and if you think you haven't, the Death card's there saying, yeah, it sparked a transformation. You're changing. You want to change your unconscious self so that your conscious self accepts the new challenges that are ahead in your life. And you've been looking forward to this for a very long time. Now the cards up above is the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. These two are just like polar opposites. This is like a clash of the titans. This is vying like emotions and love versus intellect and words. There's going to be a lot of arguments. There's people in your reading. There's a lot of people. Here in the past, you've got the King of Wands, which personifies you. But here, there's 2 people up above in your prospects just saying, we're not going to get along. We disagree. And they agree just to disagree. I mean, these could be actors from various signs, like the King of Cups would be, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Queen of Swords could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I'm not sure who these actors are, but they're definitely actors in your life. Now in your past, over on the left, you receive the King of Wands and the Judgment card. This card is all about you, your determination, your long-term goals, and the fire of transformational energy. And the Judgment card next to it is sitting right next to the World card now. Judgment is number 20, and the World card is number 21. So actually, all of the cards in the center, along from past, present, to possibilities and possibilities of prospects, pretty much explains this whole spread. And what's above and below these main cards is more of just a side stories of things that are going on. So let's analyze the center cards here first. Now, I mentioned the King of Wands and the Judgment card. Now, I pulled a clarification card for those two, and you received the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant indicates seeking truth. And I don't think you've received all of the truth all of the time. And the Judgment card is a rebirth card. So it's all along with ending the new cycle with the world and going into a transformation with the Death card. But when Judgment comes, you really have to learn to forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive other people. Grace means unconditional forgiveness. And you can't go anywhere in your transformation if you can't forgive yourself or other people. Now let's go along to the possibilities and possibilities of prosperity. You receive the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Two of Cups is about manifesting deeper emotions and maybe even love. It doesn't have to be for a lover. It can be family or friends. But this card is about choice. Choice between vice and virtue. And with the Hierophant up on the top, it's also about right and wrong, because I think you've allowed some people, especially the bickering couple up above of the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, you've allowed people just to kind of have a free-for-all on things. And I can hear a lot of arguing going on. But if you make the right decision with the Two of Cups, you receive the Ten of Pentacles, which is the happiness card. It's a card of comfort and emotional stability for wealth, money, as well as health, which is well-being. Now let's go down and see what's going on in the problems section. On the bottom there, you've got the Page of Wands. You might personify a younger you, maybe a little immature in actions. But he's about fire and playing with fire. And when you're young, sometimes you're given chances and opportunities that are good luck, and other times they're risk and danger. And if you play with fire, you can get burnt. And the clarification card is the Nine of Swords, the card of worry and anxiety. So obviously, you got burnt somewhere in the middle of all this. And you're feeling morass, and you're not sleeping well at night, or something's bothering you all the time, and just keep getting visions back and forth in your eyes that something didn't quite work out the way you wanted it to, and you're wondering why. You know, you understand people have motives, you just don't understand why they have these type of motives. They have no reason for it. So I pulled another clarification card, and you received the Moon. It's about deception and secrets, shadows, shadow self. People bringing out their shadow self. But for me, it's more like, for Leo, you're the sun. You represent the sun. And now all of a sudden you're hiding in the shadows. You have to come out and start accepting the Two of Cups and some of the love that people have to offer. I think you've been looking in the wrong place. Because what you really want is the Ten of Pentacles